Greetings. I'm Sergeant Major Steve Minyard, Command Paralegal Sergeant Major for the U.S. Army Reserve Command, and this is
Frag Out!
I'm coming at you from beautiful Fort Bragg, North Carolina, home to the U.S. Army Reserve Command. The Army Reserve has a goal to implement the Expert Soldier Badge in fiscal year 22, and part of your squad's training for the ESB will include familiarization and use of grenades. As Army Reserve soldiers, we must be ready and trained to support the total force in joint, multi-domain operational environment, including closing with and engaging with the enemy in close combat. If and when your squad is called to do that, you're going to want everyone in your front, your rear, your left, and your right to know how to use grenades. We'll review basic inspection of the basic parts of the M67 and M69 practice grenade and employment of the grenade in 5 positions: standing, prone to standing, kneeling, prone to kneeling, in the alternate prone position. Let's get after it.
Task 1. Employ hand grenades. First, start by selecting the appropriate hand grenade based upon the type of target. Depending upon the type of target, type of grenade, and safety requirements for friendly forces, any of the following methods may be used as appropriate: overarm throwing, underarm lobbing, and throwing like a stone, sidearm delivery, and or skipping a stone, flipping, or dropping in place. The primary positions are standing position, prone to standing, kneeling position, prone to kneeling, and the alternate prone position. If you can achieve more distance and accuracy by using your own personal style, do so, as long as your body is facing sideways and toward the enemy's position as you throw the grenade overhand. Grip the hand grenade. Do not remove the safety clip or safety pin until the grenade is about to be thrown. Place the hand grenade in the palm of the throwing hand with the safety lever placed between the first and second joints of the thumb. For left-handed throwers, the grenade is inverted with the top of the fuse facing downwards in the throwing hand. Keep the pole ring away from the palm of the throwing hand so they can be easily removed by the index or middle finger of the free hand. Prepare the hand grenade. Tilt the grenade forward to observe the safety clip. Remove the safety clip by sweeping it away from the grenade with the thumb of the opposite hand. Insert the index or middle finger of the non-throwing hand in the pole ring until it reaches the knuckle of the finger. Danger. If pressure on the safety lever is relaxed after the safety clip pin are removed, the striker can rotate and strike the primer while the thrower is still holding the grenade. Continuing to hold the grenade beyond this point can result in injury or death. Ensure that you are holding the safety lever down firmly. Twist pull the ring toward the body, away from the body for left-handed throwers, to release the pull ring from the confidence clip. Caution: never attempt to reinsert a safety pin into a hand grenade during training. In combat, however, it may be necessary to reinsert a safety pin into a grenade. Take special care to replace the pin properly. If the tactical situation allows, it is safer to throw the grenade rather than to trust the reinserted pin. Throw the hand grenade so it is within the effective range of the target. This is done by observing the target to estimate the distance between the throwing position and the target area. Note, in observing the target, minimize your exposure time to the enemy, no more than 3 seconds. Ensure that there are no obstacles that can alter or block the flight of the grenade when it is thrown. Warning: the flight path of the grenade must be checked to make sure no obstacles alter the flight of the grenade or it can cause it to bounce back toward you. Confirm the body target alignment. Cook off your hand grenade. Note: cook-off uses enough of the grenade's 4 to 5 second delay, about 2 seconds, to cause the grenade to detonate above ground or shortly after impact with the target. Danger: use of cook-off procedures only in a combat environment. In training, never cook off live fragmentation hand grenades or offensive concussion grenades. Never cook off the M84 stun grenade or smoke grenades. These grenades have short fuse delays, 1 to 2.3 seconds, and will cause serious personal injury if cook-off procedures are performed. The grenade must be thrown immediately after the count-off. For a cook-off, you would release the safety lever, count 1001, 1002. Throw the grenade overhand so that the grenade arcs, landing on or near the target. Note, to be effective, the target must be within the bursting radius of the grenade. Allow the motion of the throwing arm to continue naturally once the grenade is released. Seek cover to avoid being hit by fragments or direct enemy fire. If no cover is available, drop to the prone position with your protective headgear facing the direction of the grenade's detonation. Standing position. The standing position is the most desirable and natural position to throw grenades. It allows the soldier to obtain the greatest possible throwing distance. However, this position should only be used when cover and concealment are readily available. Observe the target to estimate the distance between the throwing position and the target area. Assume a natural stance with weight balanced equally on both feet. Hold the grenade at chest level in the working area. Prepare the grenade. Hold the grenade 4 to 6 inches behind the throwing ear. Point the non-throwing hand at a 45-degree angle with the fingers and thumb extended and joined, pointing toward the intended target. Throw the grenade overhand so that the grenade arcs to land on or near the target. Motion of the throwing arm should continue naturally after release of the grenade. Seek cover to avoid fragments or direct enemy fire. If no cover available, drop to the prone position facing the direction of detonation. Prone to standing position. Use the prone to standing position to immediately suppress an area when exposure time is more important than accuracy, and when cover and concealment are not readily available. Lie down on the stomach with the body parallel to the grenade's intended line of flight. Observe the target area. Hold the grenade at chest level in the working area. Prepare the grenade. Place the hands, knuckles down with elbow skyward in a modified push-up position. Maintain a firm grip on the grenade. Stand up while holding the grenade in the throwing hand. Assume a good standing position if the situation permits. Hold the grenade 4 to 6 inches behind the throwing ear. Point the non-throwing hand at a 45-degree angle with the fingers and thumb extended and joined, pointing toward the intended target. Throw the grenade overhand so that the grenade arcs to land on or near the target. Motion of the throwing arm should continue naturally after release of the grenade. After throwing the grenade, drop to lie face down and press flat against the ground. Kneeling position. The kneeling position reduces the distance a soldier can throw a grenade. Use this position primarily from behind low-level ground cover. Observe the target to estimate the distance between the throwing position. Hold the grenade at chest level in the working area. Prepare the grenade while behind cover. Bend the non-throwing knee at a 90-degree angle, placing that knee on the ground. Keep the throwing leg straight and locked with the boot edge firmly on the ground. Move the body to face sideways toward the target position. Hold the grenade 4 to 6 inches behind the throwing ear opposite enemy on non-throwing side. Aim the non-throwing hand at a 45-degree angle with the fingers and the thumb extended and joined, pointing toward the intended target. Throw the grenade overhand so that the grenade arcs to land on or near the target. Push off with the throwing foot to give additional force to the throw. Motion of the throwing arm should continue naturally after the release of the grenade. Drop to the prone position or behind available cover to reduce exposure to fragmentation and direct enemy fire. Prone to kneeling position. The prone to kneeling position reduces the distance the soldier can throw the grenade. The position is primarily used when a soldier has only a low wall, a shallow ditch, or similar cover as protection. Lie down on the stomach with the body parallel to the grenade's intended line of flight. Observe the target area. Hold grenade at chest level in the working area. Prepare the grenade. Place the hands knuckles down with the elbow skyward in a modified push-up position. Cock your non-throwing knee while maintaining a firm grip on the grenade. Rotate up onto your non-throwing knee, bringing your throwing leg behind you. Do not lock your knee. Put the side of the boot firmly on the ground to stabilize your throwing position while holding the grenade in the throwing hand. Assume a good kneeling position if the situation permits. Hold the grenade 4 to 6 inches behind the throwing ear. Point the non-throwing hand at a 45-degree angle with the fingers and the thumb extended and joined, pointing toward the intended target. Rock back on your throwing leg and use the momentum to throw the grenade overhand so the grenade arcs to land on or near the target. Motion of the throwing arm should continue naturally after release of the grenade. drop to the prone position or behind available cover to reduce exposure to fragmentation and direct enemy fire. Alternate prone position. The alternate prone position reduces both distance and accuracy. Use this position when cover is limited and rising to engage a target will expose the soldier to direct fire. Lie on the back with the body perpendicular to the grenade's intended line of flight. Observe target area. Hold the grenade at chest level, working area. Prepare the grenade. Cock the throwing leg at a 45-degree angle, maintaining knee-to-knee contact and bracing the side of the boot firmly on the ground. Hold the grenade 4 to 6 inches behind the ear with the arm cocked for throwing. With the free hand, grasp any object that provides additional leverage to increase the throwing distance. Throw the grenade and push off with the rear foot to add force to the throw.
Frag out!
Roll over onto the stomach and press flat against the ground. Task 2. Employing hand grenades during an urban operation. As a bonus, we'll also go over assaulting a fighting position or a machine gun nest, windows, mouse holes, loopholes. Approach the target from its flank. Reach into the hole to ensure that there is no grenade net or any kind of device that would block the grenade from going into the hole. Lying on your stomach, hold the grenade at chest level in the working area and prepare the grenade. Lob the grenade into the hole and roll away from the target to protect your body. Task 3. Identification of hand grenades. The M67 fragmentation grenade. This grenade is used to disable or kill personnel. It explodes 4 to 5 seconds after safety lever is released. The effective casualty producing radius is 15 meters. Employ only when command directed. Use when enemy troops are assaulting on streets, from windows, doors, or man-made apertures. The Mk3 Alpha 2 offensive grenade is commonly referred to as the concussion grenade and is designed to produce casualties during combat while minimizing danger to friendly personnel. The shock waves, overpressure, produced by this grenade when used in enclosed areas are greater than those produced by the fragmentation grenade. Use for concussion effect in enclosed areas. Use against enemy in bunkers, buildings, and fortified areas. Use for blasting and use for demolition tasks. Warning: the Mk3 Alpha 2 grenade has an effective casualty radius of 2 meters in open areas, but fragments and bits of fuse may be projected as far as 200 meters from the detonation point. The M84 diversionary flashbang stun hand grenades. Note: use when non-combatants and friendly forces may be intermingled with threat forces. Use for distortion, confusion, and loss of hearing. Use as a non-lethal diversionary device. Use to damage eyesight and night vision during limited visibility. Warning: the M84 generates an intense heat, a flash of over 1 million candle power, and a bang that is 170 to 180 decibels at 5 feet. The M18 colored smoke is used for screening and used for signaling. Warning: the use of the AN M8HC and the M83TA white smoke hand grenade are harmful to personnel and may cause fires inside of confined spaces. These smoke grenades inside buildings may displace oxygen in poorly ventilated rooms and make breathing difficult, while also rendering protective masks ineffective. The M83 terephthalic TA white smoke hand grenade is also used for screening, but is used for ground-to-air signaling. The AN M8HC white smoke is used for screening and used for signaling. Warning: any damaged AN M8HC grenade's exposed filler is hazardous. Exposure of the filler to moisture and air could result in a chemical reaction that ignites the grenade. The AN M8HC hand grenade produces harmful hydrochloric fumes that irritates the eyes, throat, and lungs. It should not be used in closed areas unless soldiers are wearing protective masks. The AN M8 and the M18 may both start a fire if used in a dry area. Smoke will linger in a tunnel for a long period of time. It will certainly confuse the enemy, and in dense concentrations it can displace oxygen to dangerous levels. Protective masks may be of little use against smoke grenades because smoke displaces oxygen. large amounts of smoke can displace the oxygen to the point that it is hazardous to soldiers unless they have forced air respirators. The M15 white phosphorus, WP. Note, the M15 grenade is a bursting type grenade with a bursting radius of 17 meters. The WP filler burns for about 60 seconds at a temperature of 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This intense heat causes smoke produced by the grenade to rise quite rapidly, especially in cool climates, which makes the M15 grenade less desirable as a screening agent. Warning, all friendly personnel within the 17-meter burst area of the M15 should be in a covered position to avoid being struck by burning particles. Careful consideration must be given prior to the use of the WP grenade inside an enclosed space as it spreads, ignites, and burns in the air, and could cause extreme burn to the body. These grenades should be used with extreme caution. As no immediate follow-up is possible, WP burns up all the available oxygen. AN M14 TH3 incendiary hand grenade is used to destroy equipment and to start fires. Avoid looking directly at the incendiary hand grenade as it burns. The intensity of the light is hazardous to the retina and can cause permanent eye damage. The ABC M7 Alpha 2 and ABC M7 Alpha 3 riot control hand grenades contain only CS fillers and differ only by the amount and form of the CS in each grenade. These are used for riot control.
All leaders across the Army Reserve should be heavily involved in ensuring your soldiers are building and maintaining proficiency in their basic combat skills. These skills are perishable, and with the speed of battle anticipated in tomorrow's fight, don't assume you'll have time to get ready. We have to be ready. Training with your squad for this task doesn't require a full grenade range or practice grenades like we have here. So be creative during BA and get after it. You'll be building cohesive, inclusive teams and sharpening your skills to be ready now, shaping tomorrow.